world. Good morning. Just trying to get out a few readings before I head into the day. It's wicked early. Just finished one reading. We're gonna do another. I got out the floral deck. We have out the owl deck. But then this guy wanted to come out. Totally different energy. I don't know who we're gonna use. We also have this new deck of mine that I love. I am feeling called to floral. And Grandmama, her name was Florine. So when we get into flowers, I extra feel grandma. Ooh, okay. Oh yeah, I love this deck. I love all my decks. It's like your children, you just can't pick. And I only have one son, but I've always had a lot of cats. You know, it's like, I'm not comparing my cats to my children, my child. But you know what I mean? Where you're just like, how do you pick? You can't. You love them all individually. Okay. Let's do a little shuff. It might be a little bit loud on the table. Let's call in those crowd favorites. God, Jesus, Grandma. Buddha Archangels. All ascended masters. All of my benevolent ancestors. Anyone that you're working and praying with. Mother Mary, get in here. Joseph, get in here. Saint Catherine, Saint Therese. Saint Michael, get in here. I do love Saint Germain. Get in here. Okay. Grandmama. We're just gonna do a general. The Page of Coins. Okay. You're budding right now. Ooh. Fighting for your life. Well, not fighting for your life, but Seven of Wands. Okay. Page of Coins to the Seven of Wands. What's going on here? Which card is it? This card? Okay, no, it's gonna go like this. Okay. Okay, so the next card is the High Priestess. Beautiful. Ooh, to the King of Wands. Very nice. Okay. So what's going underneath the Seven of Wands? Two again. Okay, so the Moon to Judgment. Judgment's going underneath High Priestess. Sorry, gang. I'm getting lost. I'm just looking. Okay. So, Page of Coins to the King of Wands. What's going underneath? Two again. No, please. No. Let's just one at a time. The Six of Coins. Ooh, a little cornucopia. Old cornucopia. There's a message in here every time I use this deck. If you're new, you won't have heard me talk about this. Every time I love this deck. But what I actually love the most, though, is the Major Arcana. I find that the way that it's been designed artistically is just, like, breathtaking. I love the Major Arcana. I find the Minor to be a bit of a snooze fest. So there's something here about, like, because the Major Arcana is pretty big energy. You're going to notice it. It's going to have quite a bit of impact and quite a bit of rippling effect. Whereas the Minor Arcana, it's like, it will give you a gauge on the people when you get into like the pages up to the kings, but it's like the everyday hoobry. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, it's a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So there's something here about the day-to-day stuff that you are finding completely uninspiring. Do you know what I mean? Like your energy is like, is this King of Wands, but there's some major arcana here. So I feel like you're like, let's get to the good stuff. Like, let's get to the meat and potatoes. And we are in Gemini season. I find that this is a bit of a Gemini trait. If I hadn't been in a 14-year cycle, well, now it's been 16 years, but there was like really in the last, there was a 14-year cycle. I call it the Taurian period for myself, of like having everything going at like a ice age speed, like so slow, not even molasses, like sheets of ice over millions of years. And for a Gemini, that's hard. It taught me a lot, and now I appreciate it. And now I'm a Gemini who loves to go slow in some areas. So I feel, and because your energy is the King of Wands, there's fire here, especially with the Seven of Wands, where you're just like a bit combative, a little bit like, let's go. And there's kind of stuff around you that's a lot softer, behind the scenes, things that you can't see. And it's because it's a more feminine energy, I would say too. It's just like, it's a lot about receiving things that you can't see. And I think you find that frustrating. Okay, Seven of Wands to the Moon. The Knight of Coins. Oh yeah, this is gonna drive you nuts. But there's like, these are all great. I can really feel your impatience. Okay, High Priestess to Judgment. The Hermit. What did I just say about the Taurian period? Even though this is, Hermit's ruled by Virgo, but it's still an earth sign, and it's just like, this is wintertime. This fire, look at your fire, and I love this Hermit card for how it's depicted. I love these flames. See, you're contained, but like, you're burning. This is the thing, you're contained right now. You're in this Hermit Taurian period where everything's like slow as molasses, seeds have been planted, and you are good to go. You're like, let's fucking go, boys. Let's fucking go, my guy. I got shit to do. But just like a plant, and I've done this, I love growing things, and I'm so impatient. Oh my God. But the first 3 days of certain seeds that you plant, for me, I was growing something in particular that it took about 3 to 4 days for it to pop up, and I would get so impatient. Sometimes I would dig it up to see if it actually took, and it did, and then I'd have to put it back under the soil. I've always been like this. God bless myself. Okay, so you're like me a little bit. Oof. Okay. Because there's so much fire in the runic deck, let's clarify with this guy. Because talk about meat and potatoes, this guy's gonna bring it. This guy's gonna bring it. It's a very particular flavor. I love this deck so much. Already on the bottom, I see the Queen of Wands. Yeah. We got some fire energy on the table for sure. Okay. It's gonna get loud again. Give me 1 sec. Let's just do a little shot. I haven't used this deck in a while. Okay, so Grandmama. Let's see. Oh God, the Queen of Wands to the Sun. And look, she's like, it's not Apollo on that chariot. That could be Artemis. Either way, but like burning and like burning. You're burning to go. You're not even yearning, you're burning. Oh, she's back on the bottom. Yeah, okay. So, Grandmama, let's talk about it. Your Page of Coins. Yeah, like you're ready to burst. This is what it is. Oh, I wonder if this is how a plant or a flower feels. It's like taking all of that energy all the way up, kind of like a kundalini, if you will. But I like the plant analogy. It's got to focus. It has to redirect. And you're just like, I'm ready. I don't blame you. You just want to shine. You just want your little petals out in the breeze. Okay. Page of Coins. Grandmama. The Star. This is what I mean. Look at you. This is how you heal. This is how you relax. You're bopping a huge monster on the nose. Look at your size. Look at the magnitude. Remember when I was talking about also like Ice Age, but like there's magnitude with glaciers, and even though it's slow moving, like the glaciers took out a lot of things, you know? They didn't call it the Ice Age for a reason. So this is what you look like healing. Look at your abs, look at your might, and like there's nothing peaceful about your healing. You're literally bopping this goddamn monster on the nose. This is what I mean. You're all fire, baby. You're all fire. Sorry, you know when you get like not even a hangnail, but like a little piece of skin. Yuck. Get out of here. Okay. Oh, where are you? Drive me nuts. I feel you and then you disappear. Just get over here. Let's do this. Okay. 7 of Wands. You gotta fight for your right to party. Oof. See, look at your fist. You have your stem. It's like you're waiting with 7 other people, but like you have yours. You're like ready to go. No one else has their hand on their flower. It's kind of like, you know, when the plane lands and you're like taxiing and like, but there's like the people, you're up and out of your seats, even though the pilot has made it himself or her very clear to be like, remain in your seats until we've come to a complete stop. You're not that person. You have your luggage. You're ready to go. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's talk about it. 7 of Wands. The High Priestess. And look, you're holding your stick. But look at how, you know who appears to be slow moving? Because he's big. He's a big boy. Buffalo. Big boy buffalo here. Bison. I grew up, oddly enough, Canada, Wood Buffalo National Park. Look it up. I grew up outside of there, so all of our school visits, like 3 times a year with the buffalo, it's so funny. They'd throw us off the bus where bison were literally just roaming everywhere, and we were told that if the bison started to charge us, we just have to stand behind a tree. My point being, though, is that when a bison decides to take off, it's the same with bears. You can be big and you can hustle. But the energy of this, like, look, one fire's out, but one fire's going. And this is part of, I think, what has been healing. You've been healing, you've been alone. It seems to be like a bit of a spiritual experience. And you are determined. You are determined. This is giving a lot of Aries energy. There's fire, any of the fire signs, but specifically like Aries and Leo. Sag, you're in here too, but you're like less scrappy. So you could be in here, but I'm definitely feeling the scrappiness of like Aries and Leo. And besides that other deck with the High Priestess with like the freedom boobies, and it was very provocative, this is also a bit Scandi. She's got her sexy leg out. Like, it's just all wisps and like very open. Yeah, so your healing for you is like, and your spirituality, like when you're going alone to do the inner work and like healing, like how some people would approach it would look very different from you. You're like, I'm sure you love it. This is what I mean about the fire sign stuff. Like, you're very embodied. So like healing is like working out a lot, taking all that pent up energy, and you're like, you know what? Fuck, I never had abs before, but now I do. I took all that rage. Now I have abs of rage. And you're like, you know what? God wants to isolate me and like do some reflecting. Okay, but you know what? It can't hurt to get on my sexy dress just in case someone walks through the forest. I'll do the work. I'll hang out with my buffalo and we'll do the work. But like, just in case someone pops by, I do have one fire still going. I'm ready to go. Fire sign. It has fire all over here. Oh my God, 2 High Priestess, because the card beside is High Priestess. Okay. Yeah. Now, see, this has Sag to me in the sense that, like, super autonomous, very adventurous, philosophical, but, like, The fire signs love to fuck. I'm just gonna say it like it is. Like, you're passionate, you're fire. Okay, so you're deeply like, you're a lone wolf. You know how to be alone. Oh, so this high priestess clarified by the Three of Swords. See, we knew you were healing from something. I was going to clarify at some point about that. Wow, everyone's really healing right now. A lot's going on. The Three of Swords and the Ten of Swords, and like a lot of Emperor's been hopping out. Okay. The number 223 is standing out. So for probably like one or two of you, I don't know if it's part of your phone number or like an address or something, or even I guess like February 23rd. But yeah, 223. I also feel I'm getting Aquarius coming through all of a sudden, but for some of you, you're actually the person chopping the head. I'm getting this really kind of cool, calm and collected, analytical, where you're like, I had to also either break up with someone. Like, sometimes the Three of Swords, you know it's gonna hurt other people, like especially if it's around a breakup, when you have to honor your truth and you're not doing it. This looks really savage, and I'm sure it does feel that way to that person. But sometimes getting very clear about what it is that you want and want for yourself and how you see yourself in the life that you want and the qualities. Like sometimes you have to put people on the chopping block to be like, I love you. Sometimes you don't love them. But to be like, we're done. Yeah, so I feel with your fire, you might actually have, because you can also still heal from a breakup that you've brought about. Well, we'll find out. Okay, hold on. I want to know a little bit more. The High Priestess to the Three of Swords. Oh, the Eight of Cups. Yeah, you walked away. You walked away. Okay. Ooh. And like, look at this squirrel. This is you. You're this cutie little squirrel taking off, but look at this guy. But also, and he's got a big tree branch, but look at who you're bopping. They look pretty similar. Yeah. Everyone seemingly looks like they've been with some real ding-dongs that they've either broken up with or have been broken up with by. It's okay though, because you look great. Okay. So now you're in your King of Wands. Okay. Grandmama, tell me about the King of Wands. Temperance. Oh, look at you again. Even when you're balanced, like when you're supposed to be alone. So sorry, guys. Oh my god, I don't know where this stupid dry piece of skin is on my finger. It keeps coming up, driving me nuts. It's probably how this person felt too. This is, again, a very sultry, this is like my come hither, but this is temperance. But I'm like, I always call her temptress, because like, goddamn, like she got her hair down, she in the fields, oh, we got a bunny. This is what I mean. It's like, you can't help, you must have so much fire in your chart, hand to God, because it's like, even when you're being really balanced, even when you're solo Manolo, we see that you're solo Manolo. You have two High Priestess, this Hermit, a Star card, Temperance. Like, you have been alone, or you like to be alone, and or both. And it's like, you know what I love about your energy? It's like, you do it for you. Like, yeah, there's something here about being really embodied, and you do it for you. It's like, you're not really, because again, you're alone in a field. It's just you and a rabbit. It's you and a buffalo. It's you and a big monster that you're bopping. It's like, you enjoy dressing up for you. You enjoy whatever this, it's sultry. Like, you enjoy it for you. Oh, I love that. Very nice. But it also means that when you're alone out in the world, being all of you authentically, but especially this part that is like sensual and sultry, yeah, you're not looking to seduce. Like, again, it feels like it's directed towards you. Like that star energy of refocusing, repouring into yourself, relighting your fire. But it also means, though, like these flowers getting picked, being seen, that are blooming, it means that by happenstance, when you're out in the world, people can enjoy it. They're going to take notice. Wow, wow, wow. Hand to God, I feel like you have like in the way that my son is like a 5-time Gemini, all of his like major placements are all in Gemini. I feel like you're like a 5-time fire sign. Like I feel like you could be a Leo with Aries rising and like a Sag moon. There's something intensely fire here. Okay, so what's this moon card? We have a dog, we have a wolf, and we have a lobster. Oh, I love this Two of Pentacles. I don't normally love when the Two of Pentacles comes out. I always find that card to be a real snooze fest. I don't know why. I feel like every tarot card reader has like a card or two where you're just like, really? It doesn't even matter if it's not your reading. Like, you know what I mean? If you're reading for someone else, but it still comes out and you're like, ugh. But this Two of Pentacles, look, it's two people. They're having a rabbit about it, or some wild thing. Usually I say have a hot dog about it. There's no hot dogs. It looks like probably, oh, that rabbit that showed up in the Temptress. This is what I mean. Uh-oh. Yeah, that is you. See, look, you were out in the field by yourself, just being gorgeous, and then someone did happen to come along. Oh, that poor little rabbit got eaten. But like, this is about juggling, but there's no juggle here. And with the moon is said sometimes to depict things that are hidden, but to me, a full moon is about illuminating. And now we see a daytime illumination. So I feel like and see, there's the two castles. I feel like with, again, being out, you might meet someone out in nature, like you live out in nature. There's something here about just like being out or like under a full moon and you just happen to come across somebody. Again, you're like out in a valley, no one around for miles and miles, and then this little hottie stops by. Can't hurt to be like, hey, you're like, I was just about to cook some rabbit. That rabbit is like, oh shit. Oh shit, cinnamon. Yeah. It's weird. I feel like you're like the wolf. You got a bit of this wildness. I feel like that handsome devil that is eating some rabbit with you is this domesticated dog. Yeah, I feel like you're a bit of the wild one here. But I love this little lobster. There's something overseeing. Okay. Judgment. Let's go. Root-a-toot toot. Oh, Celebration Station, 9 of Cups. Well, look at this. It reminds me when someone's actually like doing a bugle, or like when you have like a toilet paper roll when you're a kid and you use it as like a horn. See, this to me looks like this. Blowing on the trumpet. Yeah, there's like a celebration of like, Judgment is usually about big decisions. I think the big decision is really just like, do I want to eat this rabbit with this total hunk? The answer is yes. No question. And we're seeing the rune symbol, Suwilo. So again, the sun, it's very happy. And even the shape of this, even it's the horn, but I've seen the cornucopia depicted as a horn. Okay. Ooh, get out the charcuterie. Oh, shit, cinnamon. There's a lot of giving here. Okay, so let's talk about the 6 coins. The Tower. This, I feel like it comes in hot and quick. Look at these 2 little naked bums. Yeah, I feel like it comes in hot and quick for you. Now, normally this Tower card, and I love this Tower card, I feel like this is me as a person sometimes. You know what I mean? I really relate to this deck, but being a Gemini, I also feel like the Owl deck, or even this guy, would be my other half. But this energy, oh yeah, tear those glasses up. This one, it feels like passion. It feels like passion. And saying there's someone overseeing. Yeah, and whoever's like blowing on the trumpet. Yeah, I feel like there's this like overseeing. Perhaps it's your guardian angel. What's flipping over? Page of Pentacles. Hold on. Okay, let's talk about the Tower to the 6 of Coins. Well, an unexpected generosity, because it's really, we're clarifying like what the 6 of Coins is about. The Empress. Yeah, talk about generous. Well, with all that passion, be careful, because who do we see here? A baby. What did I say about Temptress? Temperance. Ooh, that could be part of that gift. Remember I said the shape of the horn? It's a little bit phallic. It's a little bit phallic. Ooh, be careful with the quickness of this. This is what I mean. With the passion. Oh shit, cinnamon. Be very mindful. If you are in a position to get preggers or to get someone pregnant, you might want to wrap it up with a little cornucopia here. A little basket. Okay. But there's definitely some giving and receiving, but I am definitely getting very clear. Also because we're seeing Berkana, the rune there, just ruled by birch, but also like birth, brand new things. So yeah, it could be brand new things, but it could be a brand new baby. Okay. Knight of Coins. See, now I feel like there's 2 of you about to blossom. See, there was just 1 of you before. Oh boy. Knight of Coins to the Hermit. Right beside a hermit. Are the 2 of you just literally hermits? That's why you found each other deep in the valley with no one else around but a rabbit? Are you both Virgos? I found that very surprising, to be honest. Okay. Tell me about the Knight of Coins to this hermit, please, and thank you, ma'am, sir. Oh, Knight of Cups. Okay, so it is. The 2 of you are little hermits. You're this hermit, but look, I love this one. It does have a very feminine feel, and it does have that Virgo feel. Look at how those snowflakes are lined up. But look how gorgeous they are. And like I said, look at your flame. You can't be contained, even though there's like no airflow really in there. You're just burning bright. Oh, so you've really met your match. And they want to offer a little, again, that horn, little cup of love. Okay. So why is your last card the Hermit? Oh, 7 of Pentacles. Well, oddly enough, this is the same guy in the valley. And I forget the name of this symbol, but this is like the 6 of Wands in a sense. It's really victory and success. And we see the Pentacles here. So we see a lot of hard work. He is past facing. Okay, tell me a bit more. What's this Hermit? Like, why is this the last card even? The Hermit to the 7 of Pentacles. Oh, the Knight of Pentacles. it's interesting. You were raring to go, and I think because this person is the right fit, it feels so good. You now, you in this period of slowness, the ice age, you understand it because now there's something worth tending to. You want to, like your seeds, you really want to foster it in the right way. You understand, because we do see you get into temperance, there is this equilibrium, and the high priestess, you understand. And so you want to offer something solid, or like it's, and also because he's not moving. His horse is like stopped. Now both are past facing. Very interesting. Okay, tell me a bit more. Oh, the one card that's like reversed. A reverse Six of Cups. Well, whatever you're healing from, the person that you walked away, that I believe that you probably also, you wanted things. It doesn't have to necessarily be a family. It doesn't have to be traditional that way, but you saw long term. Yeah, and you're raring to go, but there's definitely independence here. You you like being alone. You like your independence. And not even like, you love it. You love it. It's required. You're probably an introvert. Okay. So let's find out about this person. I want to know more. So let's learn. Well, and also it seems like the both of you, like, look how below, like in the soil. This person could actually be an earth sign. They're very earthy. And I like this too. Like, they do. They're showing up as a pentacle. They feel earthy. But I like that you're matching this energy. You're a hermit too. You're a bit softer, but you're in a cold environment. There's winter here. And what did I say about the glacier? Winter, ice. So it's like you have a lot of fire, but in this particular circumstance, it's like there is a lot of fire, but whatever you've been learning is about, there's a time and an energy and an element for everything. And so part of that discernment is knowing what is needed for each moment to be like, is this the tool for the job? And this to me is more elemental. So you're like, oh, is all of this passion and burning fire what's required for this moment? And right now it's no. And you realize that in order to grow a seed and have it grow in the stages that it's meant to grow, and really again like fostering that and tending to it, you're like, well, I can't go in with a blowtorch. That's literally not going to make this thing grow. Okay, tell me more about this person. Again with the Berkana, Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so this is new. And I feel like they're going to be very different from you, even though you're the same. But you have like this fire, maybe fire and air, also could be earth because this is technically Virgo, but like you're same but different, which is great. And like I said, out of all of the Two of Pentacles, there's no struggle here. This is like supportive, like there's nothing to be balanced. And this person is solid. They have one big fat pentacle. Ooh, death. Yeah, they're intense. They can match your intensity. With this, it's like they really do. It feels like that. Well, with the roots being deep in the roots, but like down below. It also kind of has a Scorpio feel, not gonna lie. But there's something where this person knows how to hold space and be a container for like really intense energies. Again, they know how to ground it, and also they're the person that greets you at the underworld. They protect that threshold. So this is a person who can, and I feel like that's why they can handle you. I think that a lot of your relationships, you probably felt as though and have been told that you're too much. And also you probably haven't found people that can keep up with your energy. And also have the same type of autonomy and love of independence. It's a pretty rare combination. But now that you've found that in someone, you realize how precious it is, and you don't want to fuck it up. You don't want to fuck it up at all. You know, because again, if this is what you and healing looks like you can really come at things, but you're like, you know, everything is this little tiny bud, so you're like, okay. Grandmama, is there anything else you want to talk about this person, or like the collective meeting this person? Ooh, we got the moon again, but now it's two people fighting. But we see this rose here. Well, it's interesting. You might... I know that it's being depicted as fighting, and I was just saying, like, this is you in healing. You might spar with this person a little bit. There might be some gesturing, or like, I don't know. There's something here about when you first meet. It reminds me actually, oh, interesting. So my bio dad is a Virgo, and my mom's a Sag. And when my mom first met my bio dad, it was in a bar because she was a barmaid. She thought he was a total idiot. And everyone in town, because it was a pretty small town, but everyone, you know, thought my dad was a real catch. And all the ladies wanted to date him. And so my mom, being a Sag, though, was just like, who is this idiot? Yeah, I think my dad tried to pick her up that night, and she wasn't having it. She thought he was a total ding-dong. And so it took multiple times. So there might be something when you first meet. And it's interesting that we saw Virgo on the table, but also, like I said, I felt Sag in there as well, especially with the temperance. But yeah, fire sign leading, but we have some Virgo here. So there could be something like when the two of you meet where there's a bit of, I see more as like a banter, but like we know this is really where it's going. Yeah, like there's like a gesturing, because I feel like there is this softness, but I think you have a bit more fire, obviously, than this person. So I think the way you engage with people, and also especially if you're not really expecting this person, I don't think, as seen by the tower and the way this kind of plays out, it's like I feel like you've been really alone and doing your thing. Like I said, you dress up for you. You're doing life for you. It's not about who's around you. It's not who can see. You don't care at all. So it's like when this person shows up, even though you're snacking, you might feel comfortable enough to like joke around in that way, and this person might feel a little bit like, but there is this kind of chasing. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's this kind of like bordering, it is playful, but it's bordering, I don't know. I think you can get the sense here. But this person, because this person's like intense, they don't seem to laugh. Like, you seem a little bit more fun and playful. This person, look at the imagery. Like, they know how to show up correct, you know, but like, yeah, they have a lot of slow moving. I just don't know if they're a total comedian. You know what I mean? They're not a chucklehead. Like, is this giving chucklehead? No. So they might actually feel like you're being a bit of a dick, or that you're trying to, like, they're not seeing it as flirting. I think they're being like, what? So it might take you a hot second, and maybe that's where you realize, you're like, oh, okay, I gotta rein it in, and I have a different approach here. Because you're a bit of the cool, frosty, fiery one. Okay, so be mindful. Okay, anything else, Grandma? And also because of the sweetness card, like, it's reverse sweetness. So yeah, you might just want to rein in the coolness and the fire, just a whisper. Yeah, the devil. Look who's trying again, going back to making a fire. Yeah, to the Five of Swords. Yeah, you just got to be careful. You got to be careful. Okay, I have to get ready for work, so I'm going to leave it there. We see good things here. We see good things. Go slow. We see speed there. I feel like you guys are going to be knocking boots quite quickly. Yeah, be mindful of your tongue. Because actually, going back to my mom and dad, there seems to be a bit of a theme here. You know why they didn't last? Because both of them were spicy as fuck. They both cheated on each other. But my mom, being a Sag, she said it in a way that was like, well, they're both cunty to each other. I put both of it, but like, they both sparred with each other instead of communicating like healthy individuals. Yeah, they used their words, and they were both hurt. They both wanted to be with each other, but they both ended up cheating on each other, and then they both told each other in this way that was like really kind of cunty. And so that's why I didn't grow up with my bio dad. It was the last thing that my mom said to my bio dad. So I feel like if you're the fire sign, be really careful with your words and with the bantering, or, you know, because this could be a similar scenario where one of you gets pregnant, but because both of you are different elements, you're the same. You're so similar but so different that it creates, like, you come together and then you go away. I don't know. Think about it. Wow, what a reading. What a reading. Okay, well, heck. Enjoy your Monday. It's a beautiful day. And love your energy. Okay, stay blessed, stay golden.